Hi guys, so I'm here today to talk to you about my new book. And if you've been following me on Facebook, I actually will be, I haven't yet, but I'm recording this ahead of time, but I will be announcing the name of my new book on Facebook sometime in the next week or so. After that point, I will be releasing this video. So I feel kind of weird talking about like it already happened, so I'm just going to tell you what's really going on. I didn't actually announce it yet. But by now you probably will know. The title of my new book will be A Devil Named Hernandez. And if you have read my other book, this one here, The Devil Smooth Like Honey, or even the one before, Always Be a Wolf, you already are familiar with George Hernandez and all his craziness. Anyway, so this book will be following his journey a little bit more. It's going to be pretty violent. I can't emphasize that enough. My last book, there was violence. This book, there'll be more violence, much more violence, and it's going to be very prevalent. So I'm going to have to warn you that right here now, and it does get, there's at least one chapter, it's pretty gruesome. I don't get into too many details. I mean, I'm not Stephen King in any way, shape, or form. I mean that respectfully because he can write some pretty gruesome stuff. I don't really get into that many details, but I go to a pretty dark place with this character. Really loved writing the book. Really loved writing it. When I first set out to do it, I had a lot of ideas, and I thought, I don't know if I can make it as good as the last one, The Devil Smooth Like Honey. I thought, I don't know. I mean, that book, I really loved the dialogue. I really loved the interaction of characters. I loved how it developed. There was just so many things I enjoyed about it that I couldn't, even though I had a lot of ideas, I still wasn't convinced that it would mean as much to me as that book. But this new one, I have to say, it went beyond my expectations. And I'm really happy with it. So hopefully soon I will have a cover. I'm so slow putting these videos out lately. I record them and then I don't put them out forever because I'm so tied up with edits and everything else. But by the time you see this, maybe the cover will be out. I don't know. It's probably not going to take too long. I will be sending everything in very soon. So I am going to now attempt to read what's going to be in the back cover. And I say attempt because if you've ever seen me read anything in one of my videos or anywhere, you gotta know I'm not good at it. Me reading out loud is just like, I could not be in television and have to read from a monitor because I get tongue-tied, I miss words. I don't know what is wrong with me, but my brain and tongue don't seem to match up when I'm talking, when I'm reading anyway. So if I ever in a position where I have to read one of my books and for DVD, for a CD or any kind of audio book, just forget it. Just, you know what, just go buy the book. Go buy the book. Me reading it, just it wouldn't be good, and it would take so long. I'm just, never mind, just whatever, find somebody else to do it. Now I'm rambling. I'm going to start reading what's in the back cover instead of talking about how bad I am at reading what's in the back cover, and you can decide from there. So first of all, I want to thank a couple people. Mitchell, Jim, you guys helped me a lot with this back cover. I had a few ideas. We kept all going back and forth, and they helped me craft this, that it's really, really well done. I'm great at writing the books. Summing them up, not so much. It's really difficult, I think, for most authors to really take what they have and just narrow it down, you know, and really sum up what it's about. It seems like there's so much going on, but they managed to help me somehow just put it together. Really appreciate it. So I'm going to read what we have all put together. And the thrilling sequel to The Devil Smooth Like Honey, George Hernandez is muscling in on the Canadian marijuana industry, unleashing the same savagery that made him a big player in the Mexican cartel. Whether it's a controlling whether it's controlling politicians and government officials or using intimidation and violence to get what they want, if you dare to stand in his way. And I will say that this is his focus. Potts' his focus. He sees Pot as a future. He sees everybody as being more on board with Pot. I shouldn't say everybody. I know some people aren't too on board with it, but that's fine. He sees, like, the other kind of, like, say, when he was selling cocaine as part of the whole drug cartel, he sees it more as a rich man's drug, so he doesn't think that it's as accessible as, say, pot, and the pot is used for so many things, whether it be medical marijuana, for, you know, just casual people hanging out, stress, whatever. There's so many uses for it. To him, it's a no-brainer. This is where the money is. This is the future is, you know. He thinks it's going to be as popular as having alcohol in your house or whatever, and that's why he's zoning in and he's moving fast to get into this industry, just so you have an idea what I'm talking about here. Anyway, I'll continue reading now. Although he takes on his enemies with a deceptive ease, it only takes a single threat to his family to bring out the demons inside of him. Fueled by blinding rage, he attacks with a relentless brutality, showing no remorse and offering no mercy. In other words, you don't fuck with this guy's family. There's no nicer way to put it. You don't fuck with his family. You don't threaten his family. You don't in any way make him feel like his family's in danger or you're in danger. That's what that basically says. In a world tainted by racism, corruption, and greed, he proves once again that there is a devil, and his name is George Hernandez. And I also added a little something at the bottom, and this is a quote. This is from one of my book reviews. I had a couple really good book reviews. I had a lot of great book reviews, but I had a couple that I shouldn't say a couple great book reviews. Couple great lines in some of my book reviews that really just grabbed me, and one of them was that George Hernandez and Paige Noel were like the new twisted couple in fiction, and I'm totally misquoting that somehow. That's not exactly how it was put, but I don't have it right in front of me, and if I go looking for it, it'll take me forever. But I really love that line. I love the fact that it was kind of summed up what their relationship is. The relationship is very tight, but it is crazy. There is a little crazy in that couple. But to them, it makes sense. The relationship makes sense. And another quote here I put underneath, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put both on the back cover or not, but in this eye-opening look into the life of the silver-tongued Mexican fox, you find yourself rooting for the society's underbelly as sex, drugs, death intermix with family, love, and friendship. And I felt like that summed up this character in the books really well. The last 3 books I wrote. Although just this last one is focused on, and the next one, of course, on George Hernandez. In general, that kind of sums it up. It is society's underbelly. There's a lot of sex, drugs, and death, but there's a lot also about family, love, and friendship. And these are very important, and in this book there will be a lot of focus on the friendship between Diego and George, who've known each other for 20 years, and they haven't always been in each other's life, but they've known each other, and they were closer when they were younger, and then they kind of lost touch, and they kind of got their friendship back on track later on. They sort of met up again, and it's very relevant. I think friendship and family is very deeply connected for a lot of people, and these two are perfect examples because neither of them have a deep relationship with their family that they come from, so they kind of made their own family, and they're very dedicated to one another and very loyal friends, and there's a lot of connection with them as far as if they have to kind of go out and take care of a situation. There's a lot of times that they do this together, and it's kind of neat. I like how they interact and how they work together and sort of bounce off one another as far as their conversations. They're going to confront someone, how they kind of, I don't know, I want to say good cop, bad cop, but I don't know if that quite sums it up. But just sort of how they communicate. And it's kind of interesting. I really enjoy when Diego and George go out to confront somebody that they have an issue with. It's usually very interesting how they go about it and the conversation. Sort of more my favorite parts of the books, actually. This book, sorry. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's very fun. I love their conversations. There's always a lot of joking and sort of, it's almost brotherly, sort of comments going back and forth, like they're teasing one another or arguing or whatever. It's kind of neat. Anyways, I'm rambling, but that pretty much sums up what's going on with this new book, and I can't wait for you guys to read it. I can't wait till it's out there. Very excited. Can't wait to see the cover. I mean, it's just so many things. But it takes a while, and I will keep you posted. So if you're watching this video, it could be a few months down the road. You can probably find it already. Again, it's going to be called The Devil Named Hernandez. So if there's not a link with this video, just look it up online. Go to my Mima and Fire website. Go to my Facebook page, which is the same. Twitter, Mima and Fire, all three. There will be information somewhere. There'll be information everywhere. Anyways, guys, thanks again for checking out this video. I hope that gives you an idea of what my book's about. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm always happy to hear from you. Any video suggestions about writing stuff, my books, let me know. Thanks, guys. Bye.